Hello there. Welcome back to Thriving Generation with Dr. G. It's a beautiful day and a good day to thrive. Today we are going to have a fun conversation with a lady who has learned to adapt and adjust to different situations and circumstances in order to achieve several milestones in her professional life. Please, let's get straight into the conversation with our guest for today, Dr. Rhoda Afriyie Mensah. Okay, Dr. Rhoda Afriyie, please introduce yourself to us.
Hi, everyone. I'm really honored to be here. My name is Rhoda Afriyie Mensah. As she rightly said, I am from Ghana. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm currently working at Luleå University of Technology in Sweden. I'm a postdoctoral researcher in the Division of Structural and Fire Engineering. So that's my short.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. So we would like to know where you started from to get to this point in Sweden. So can you give us that background?
All right. So I had my primary and junior high school, like all my education to college level was in Ghana. So my primary, junior high, senior high, everything was in Ghana. And then after senior high school, I applied for mechanical engineering at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Ghana. I had admission, so I went there for 4 years. And from there, I got a scholarship to study vehicle engineering in China, which was 3 years. So from 2013 to 2016, I studied masters in vehicle engineering in China. And from then, I had another scholarship to do a PhD in mechanical engineering in China as well. So that was from 2016 to 2020. And then I worked in my department for 8 months before I had a job offer in Sweden. So I officially started here in 1st August 2021.
Yeah. Wow. Were you planning on this? Did you have a PhD dream? You know, people have goals and they put on their walls, I would like to be a doctor one day. Is that what you did? Can you tell us about
I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
Yes, but not an academic.
Okay.
I wanted to be a medical doctor. I had so much passion for that. But, after my senior high school, I couldn't get admission in the medical school. And I was advised by my uncle to consider mechanical engineering. I cried a lot, but finally I decided to do it. And here am I. Yes.
So you got into the mechanical engineering program in Ghana, Kumasi,
Yes,
I think, UNUSD. And then from there, how did you get to China?
So I did national service, which is a service to the country. In 2013 on KNUST campus. There's a center called Technology Consultancy Center. So that's where I did my national service. And whilst I was there, they sent us these emails with scholarships in various countries. But I had so much passion to do automotive engineering. So I searched for that in the scholarships and I found one school that was offering that. So I just sent my documents and by God's grace, I had a scholarship. So I packed my bags, went straight to China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have to learn the Chinese language? Yeah. Is there a particular one in the area you went to that you had to learn? Or they taught in English?
It was English taught. But I still had to learn the Chinese to get around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dr. Rhoda, is it okay if I call you Dr. Rhoda? I like calling people by their first names. So
you can also call me Rhoda, that's very fine.
I'm not taking that one. So you went to KNUST, you got the opportunity to apply to China, you got into China. And then while there, what happened from that stage into getting into a PhD program?
Okay, so I applied for a scholarship for PhD, and I had a scholarship for mechanical engineering, and I had a scholarship. But something funny happened. I went to that school, went to meet my supervisor, and I realized she couldn't speak English. And my Chinese is not very good. So there was no way we were going to be able to communicate. So she told me that, she could introduce me to another supervisor if I'm willing to let that person supervise me. So I said, okay, why not? So I went to see this new supervisor, and he told me that I can speak English, all right, but the only way I'm supervising you is if you go along with my research, because I can't supervise you if you are doing anything else. And that research was, his area is fire engineering. So from automotive engineering, I was diverting into fire engineering. I didn't know anything about fire. There and then I had to make a decision. So I told him, okay, I'll do it. I'm up for the challenge. And this man took a pen and a paper and started drawing graphs, explaining fire engineering, how everything is done. So that's what happened.
Wow, what a journey. What a journey. I'm just thinking through your process as you talk. You went to secondary school. That would be high school abroad, right? High school, you wanted to be a medical doctor. You didn't get in. Your uncle advised you to try a different thing, mechanical engineering. You get into mechanical engineering, an opportunity comes up, you take it, you go to China, a new country, a new language, you learn it, another opportunity comes, you go in, and then what you want to do, you couldn't get it. You have to also immediately switch to something else. So how have you thought about these uncertainties, and what has been the lesson from it? If there are multiple lessons, we'll be happy to hear. What have you learned from this process?
I've really learned a lot. The first thing I would say is that as humans, we have a very great capacity to grow. You don't have to stick to the old things or what you are used to. You should be ready to embrace any challenge you face. I think that is what has got me here, because I was ready to face it. I didn't cringe or acquiesce or kind of tell my supervisor that, I don't know anything about it, so there's no way I can do it.
Yeah.
And one more thing is that sometimes we face situations that kind of stretches us to our capacity. And trust me, the stretching time, it hurts. It's very painful because you would have to do a lot of new things but if you stick to the goal and you go through the process, in time you realize that if you look back in hindsight, you realize that there's beauty in whatever process you had to go through. So it's worth it.
Okay, that's wonderful. That you earned your PhD when you were 30 years old. You were working full-time as a professor at 30 years old. Is that correct?
Yes. not working as a professor. I wasn't working as a professor. I was just an assistant.
Assistant professor. But you were actually working. I'm asking this because sometimes as young people, we think age is our limits. Let me grow a little bit. Maybe when I'm 40 years, I'll do this. Maybe when I'm 35, maybe let me just wait next year. Next 2 years. Did you ever have that challenge thinking, no, I'm too young to be pursuing this. Maybe let me wait a little bit.
No, hell no.
Okay.
Yes, I just go for it. I think you can even do more things when you are younger, right? If you grow, then you have a lot of responsibilities and you have your family to think of and all that. So age is never a limit. I prefer doing things at a younger age than to do things when I grow.
So there may be people watching us who are considering scholarship opportunities, but they are scared moving to other countries. You know, you went to China. I can't speak Chinese. I don't think I will understand anything. So even if the opportunity presents itself, I don't know if I'll be confident enough to go for it. Can you really give us a genuine perspective, learning abroad and now working abroad? You know, can you share with us so that we can have the clearer picture, the challenges that came with it, and how we can also prepare ourselves to overcome those challenges?
Well, it's not easy learning or working abroad. You see, in Ghana, we take a lot of things for granted. Our attitude towards work, work ethics, and all. If you go abroad, it's different.
Okay.
You have to take your work seriously. You have to work hard. You should learn to communicate to people. Your relationship with others, your workmates, and everything matters a lot. So I had to really adjust and adapt. Because things in Ghana are very different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not easy out here, but you can do it.
But you can do it.
Or concerning the language barrier and everything, in Sweden they speak a lot of English. Everyone can speak English. Okay. So you might not even need to learn Swedish if you are here.
But are you
so
learning?
that's I'll start soon.
Good answer.
I hope my boss never hears this, but I have to learn it anyway, so I will. Okay. I'll be required to teach in Swedish in the future, so I definitely have to learn it.
Okay. So you're encouraging us to come. We should join you in Sweden.
Oh yeah, you should all come.
Okay, I'm going to pack my bag. I'm coming to Sweden.
You should come today.
Today. Okay, I am fortunate to know a little bit more about your background. So I want you to talk about the program you are doing now. I learned that there is nothing like that in Ghana, and you are probably one of the few females in your field. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay, now I've worked on a lot of things, but now I'm trying to impact fire safety in buildings and in building materials. You see, there are a lot of waste products. It could be wood waste, biomass waste, or anything. So we want to produce high value products from these waste. And then we will mix these high value products in concrete or in polymers or plastics. And we use those materials to build so that we will reduce the rate at which these buildings burn when there are fires. Okay. So that's the easiest way I can explain, the simplest way.
But technically, what is that field called?
It's fire engineering, fire safety engineering. Yes, exactly.
Are you going to start one in Ghana for us?
Yes, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking of building connections with the universities in Ghana to see if they will be willing to establish these things there. And one more thing is I'm trying to integrate artificial intelligence into fire safety. So that's a very new area too, and it's very interesting. So that's about my research.
Wow. And all these came about because one person said, no, I can't help you, go to another person.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Because I had no intentions of being here.
That's amazing. So what I am taking from this is that regardless of what comes your way, be ready to take on the challenge. It may end up being a very good experience for you.
Yeah.
Is that
and
right?
I like fire engineering now. I like it so much.
So if there is somebody watching you and the person is interested in this field, where can we find more information on fire engineering or even mechanical engineering or the engineering in general? Okay,
I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere on social media. I'm there. I'm on Twitter, everywhere. So you can search with my full name, Rhoda Afriyie Mensah, or you can send an email to rhoda.afriyie.mensah@ltu.se. So that's my email address. You can find me anywhere, and I'll be very glad to receive emails from you all.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. We are the thriving generation. We keep setting goals and we work on our goals. We would like to know what you have ahead of you in the next 5 years. What are you working on?
Recently, I was thinking about something. Have you realized that if you want to be on top of your game in this world, you have to solve a problem?
Hmm.
Yes. So that has been my goal. I want to solve a problem that will help humanity in general.
Okay.
I know that's a very big dream. so, so I'm trying to find research ideas and trying to see the problems around me and the things that are within my reach, things that I can help with. But in the next 5 years, I want to be an associate professor and I want to extend it to a full professor. So I have a lot of work to do.
Wow.
But generally, I want to solve problems.
We wish you the very best. We know you will. We know you will. We are going to see you on the news. You are doing wonderful, and we are going to see more of that. Yes, keep getting excited. You can do it, and you're going to do it. We are all cheering you on. So thank you so much, Albert, for joining us and staying to the very end. If you have questions for Dr. Rhoda, please leave them in the comment section, or you can reach out to her directly. But we also love to know what you learned, or if anything stood out. Kindly leave that in the comments below, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.